December is a great month. You have the chance to show all you have learned on your finals. You get downtime over the holidays, and you get to focus on the things that are truly important to you. Be that work to earn money for college, or your family, or your friends, or just catching up on movies, binging TV shows, or reading your favorite book again. For high school seniors, December also means a last chance to prepare your college applications. So, From Nest to Wings is here with a checklist for all who have waited until now to put together their applications. These tips are true for all who are either preparing their first applications or their supplemental applications. Follow these tips carefully and you can avoid sending up red flags to the application readers. Hi, I'm Margaret Meek, and this is a checklist of ways to avoid sending up red flags on college last-minute applications. One quick word. If you are waiting for information on your early applications, please get 1 or 2 applications ready for regular admissions. Worst case, you do some work that is not necessary and you have some work you can alter for scholarship applications. Best case, you are ready if your early application is denied. For those who still need to put together college applications, some of what changes as you get closer to application deadlines is the specific timeline. These are the things you must do to avoid red flags as your process progresses. Fight the desire to procrastinate. Nothing gets easier if it gets pushed off to the last minute, and the amount of time you have in the last day doesn't grow just because you need it to. If you have to trick yourself into believing there are new due dates for each application that are days before the actual dates, do just that. Embrace the process. It doesn't become faster, easier, more satisfying, or more successful if you put things off. Start now. Schedule time to complete the process and focus. Look over your list of schools to which you will be applying. If you can't afford a school, including the travel to and from, your values don't align with the schools, or if the school does not offer your first, second, and probably third choice of majors, take them off the list. Put your list in order of the schools that make the most sense. Your safety schools and your favorite reach school should be at the top of the list. Why? Because completing a lot of applications in a short time will get tedious. So complete the most important applications first. If there is a reach school that is important to you, complete that application second or third after you've warmed up and before your mind is numb. Ask for help. This includes talking through your priorities, your essay topics, the list of extracurriculars you submit, or just asking for help with proofing. You are not in this by yourself. Only you can provide the final answers, but getting help to make sure those answers are correct for you is a sign of maturity. Some of these reminders will apply to any application submission, be it a job, college, or scholarship. Those include: read every application carefully. The instructions are there for a reason. Follow all of them and be complete. Don't be late. Turn your application in a day or 2 or 3 early. In this world of electronic filings, one can think of submission as being instantaneous. Unfortunately, glitches happen. Don't allow a glitch to change your future. No college is responsible for taking your application if it is late for any reason. A corollary to this is to make sure you have confirmed all of the deadlines for each and every application. If you're applying to more than one college at a time, make Control F your best friend. Make sure that you do not have XYZ school's name in an application for school ABC. This will be time well spent. Remember to check and make sure your application is complete for every school. The applications may be different from one school to another, however, they all need to be complete to be considered. Make sure all documents, recommendations, and components of your application are submitted and submitted on time. Even if you are not responsible for the completion of these components, you are responsible for working with those who will be completing additional parts of your application. And if you have not yet asked for a recommendation, make that your highest priority and do it now. Make sure your applications tell your whole story and not the same experiences over and over and over again. Don't repeat your activities in your essay or supplemental essays. Each is an opportunity to share a different part of who you are and whom you wish to be. Use them as such. Remember that essays are not just plug and play. The essay for each school needs to be unique and written for that school. Don't overuse your thesaurus. It is great for making sure you don't use the same word 50 times in one essay. It is used incorrectly if you are using words that are not part of your regular vocabulary. They will stick out like a sore thumb. You cannot use AI exclusively to complete your application. That writing will feel stilted and will be identifiable. Further, if you use correct English, you cannot make your essay completely free from being identified as being some percentage of AI generated. Strange, we know. What you can do is make sure that your essays and any answers you submit reflect who you are and what you have learned. You can also track all changes made to your essays as you move through the process. That document can then be submitted should any school raise a red flag because they think your work is a product of AI. Be original, be creative, and be willing to stretch the prompt in a way artificial intelligence can't. The rest will work itself out. Make sure your extracurricular activities show a pattern to your growth. Not just that you filled your time, but that you filled it well and can demonstrate new skills and abilities that were gained as you progressed. And if you're working for your family, tell the school that. Walk them through how your role with your family is important, and it has given you the opportunity to learn new skills and expand your understanding of what you want for your future. Convey to each and every school why they are interesting to you. Demonstrated interest. They appreciate being wanted just the same as you do. Proof, proof, proof. This is not the most exciting portion of the application, but it is the most important. We also know that using spell check or AI or any other source to review your writing has to be carefully checked, as your mind is unique and any AI format may not be able to understand exactly what you are trying to say. Review everything you submit to make sure it is accurate. Exaggeration is not your friend. Be honest, be complete, and be sure to present yourself well and accurately. Everything included in your essay will be part of the decision-making process. Work hard to make sure you are consistent in the information and tone from beginning to end. Edit ruthlessly and with a plan. Push yourself to make the best decisions. The later you start, the more mistakes you will make. It is just the law of averages. The sooner you start, the more thoughtful and complete your answers can be. And strangely enough, the earlier you start, the less time the process is likely to take you because you aren't pressuring yourself to complete the applications. Be careful, be precise, be productive. Get on it! If you found this information helpful, click the like button and consider subscribing. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments below.